which is harder on a mower, sitting around in the long winter or actually using it. I'm going to get this thing ready for mowing season. This is a Kubota diesel ZD221. It serviced me well, but needs some tender loving care. Encourage the deck up a little bit by hand. Blades here first. Take the 30mm socket. Now I put these safety blocks in under the tires. I don't want anything going bad here. Well, I've had a little change of plans. You know, sometimes you just reach a point where you gotta back up and punt. Looking at these blades, I think they've been through enough seasons. I could certainly sharpen them, straighten them out. My understanding is you need to take off the same amount of metal off each blade or to get out of balance and start having a little bit of vibration. I don't know, but that's what I've been told. Well, I just decided I'm going to put these on the shelf, save them for later, and I'm going to put on some brand new blades. First two on, and they're all three the same. Show you a little something that I do. I don't know if it's for right or wrong. I like cleaning these. Get that old worn off grease cleaned out. And then these covers here, they have a bunch of old worn out grease in them. So packed, worn out grease. There we go. And then I'm going to take some kind of lubricant, get this thing all good and wet. It just makes sense to me. It didn't come new with all that junk in there. Good place for the grease to go. So we got that. The deck's very clean. New blades are on. I believe we're ready to drop her down. Well, obviously you don't have to take these covers off to get to the grease fittings, but you can see that I haven't cleaned this all winter. So I'm going to take the covers off so I can get to everything and clean it up real good. Reckon it needs cleaning. That looks a bit more better. This little exercise I've been working on today, I'm cleaning it up so I can refresh my memory of where all the grease fittings are and what service needs to be accomplished on this. It's been 4 years since I changed the hydraulic filter, so I've got to get a new filter. The antifreeze is low on it, so it's not only low, it doesn't have any in it. Air, just, it was cemented, there was no air getting to it, and it would get hot, and that was the reason. And just like anything else that runs so good, you sometimes neglect it. I've got new blades on it. I'm going to finish greasing it, and she's going to be ready to mow some grass. I want to footnote this video here. I am not a mechanic. I'm a guy, regular guy, just like many of you out there that own equipment, and you try to take care of it, and we should, because as I always say, if you take care of your equipment, your equipment will take care of you. There's a few maintenance things that, you know, us, I don't want to say DIYers, because, you know, you got some skills, and you might not be able to tear the engine down and put it back together, but you got skills. You know how to take care of your equipment and do basic maintenance and service stuff. So that's who I am, and that's what I'm doing, just to keep this bad boy running. Push that latch and raise the seat, and then you got this. It's important keeping that give it just a little bit of wiggle, and that comes up. And then you got a secondary screen right here. Pull that up, clean that out real good, wash your radiator out real good. That's an important maintenance item. If you've noticed your engine running hot, we need to pay attention to it. Keeping that thing clean, and boy, it gets dirty. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm going to change out this hydraulic filter right here. And of course, you guys that are doing this already know that you want to wet that seal right there. Now that's the torque specs I'm going to use. As tight as I can get. This is your fuel cap. I'm going to crank it up, fill that filter up, and then check. That's in the operator. Now, I need to check this air filter here. Get this strap off. This makes it a little bit easier to and you got this auxiliary clean out, nothing in that, so that's good. Sure, it's got an inner filter and an outer filter, as you can see. I'm gonna take this over the compressor and blow it out. It wasn't in too bad a shape. The inner filter looks good. So I'm gonna put that right back on there, and you'll notice, you probably already know this, there's an air right there and an air right there, and that tells you. Kubota they just thought of everything. That's you know, they helping dummies, poor dummies like me, do stuff. Got that snapped down. Got that fresh air unit put back in place. Got our holding strap back on, and air filter is clean. Well, I was getting all ready to change out that fuel filter down there. And you ever have one of those moments where you know exactly where you put something? I bought two fuel filters. I changed this one out right here, and I said I'd get to the other one later. Well, later is now, and now I cannot find that other fuel filter. I know I laid it. I know I laid it exactly where I laid it, but it's not there. I'll find it, just not gonna be today. So anyway, those are the few things that I've done. Greased it, new blades, topped off the antifreeze level. Uh, it's not due for an oil change yet. Put a new filter on there. Just some basic stuff. Cleaned her up a little bit. Got her ready for mowing season. Hey, you may have watched this episode of Sawdust and Sweat as a stranger. I hope that you'll check out some other videos. And I hope the next one you watch, you'll consider yourself a friend.